Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to a very special episode that we have. Episode, show, series. I'm not quite sure. I'm hoping to do a lot of these for the Linger. I've not done any kind of like open world zombie type survival thing before, and there's a lot of them out there. Just this one caught my attention, and as we kind of play through, we'll talk about why. I'm gonna start. I started this world here, Apocalypse Begins, just to kind of try things out. So I do have from earlier, but I'm gonna go ahead and we'll make a new one here. Now, what's nice is if you've not done too much here with the Linger, you'll see more as we play, explain it more. But it does have a solo mode and a multiplayer. And what's nice, I haven't really done much with multiplayer, but I like the fact that you have both. You know, if you just want to play solo or multiplayer. And that's kind of why I went with this, because sometimes I don't mind working on a DayZ type of thing, and you know there's other people running around, but sometimes you don't want to have to deal with that. You just want to run around the game world, harvest up lumber and make boards and see if you can just put a little base together without people chasing you down. So this does give you that option, which is kind of nice. So what we're going to do is work here, solo mode. Oh, I should have probably thought about a good name for this. It's fun time. And the worlds are created randomly. Now this seed, I guess, when a world is created, it's given like a seed number. So it's possible that you could recreate that particular build. And I haven't really experimented with that yet, because I've only created the one world. But let's see, create new world. Oh, there it is, create. So this will generate a random world as compared to the one I started playing with, which I think is kind of interesting. You don't have to worry about the same loadout every time. Good and bad to that. It is nice to have a known area that's mapped out so you can, you know, plot and plan how you want to, you know, approach areas or where you want to build up. Because when you have random, you just don't know. There's nothing really to map unless you make your own map, which I thought about doing at one point, make my own maps. Not very detailed, but you know, here's some buildings, here's something on paper. That way if I found a seed or something I liked. Whew. But here I am in a world. So the idea behind this is the world, and it's a world, it's thousands of square miles of generated world here. There's a zombie, so that's probably what it's drawn in right now, is a little bit of the world. Dang, there's a zombie. I think I've already been spotted here. So this has all been randomly generated. This isn't a predefined map, so that's kind of cool. Sometimes I've noticed watching some other YouTube videos that what you end up with is some pretty crazy designs. Sometimes the road, well, their roads look better than some earlier videos I've seen. Now watch as I'm explaining that I get hit by a truck. Whereas the roads were kind of uneven. Sometimes they didn't look flat like a road. I've watched one gentleman, his road, it hit a certain spot and it just like shot straight up into the air. So we will follow the power lines. Now because these worlds are totally randomly generated, it's hard to say if any of it makes sense. Like I don't know if I follow the road, if it'll actually curve and then follow the power lines. Will the power lines consistently follow the road? Really hard to say when they say random, how random and how intelligently designed it is. But I'm going to go this way because there's no houses. The last game I played, it actually popped me into with quite a bit of a town. Lots of houses. Now their engine does have some work left. I don't know if this is a field of view thing, but I can see off to the left hand side some towers are kind of, yeah, it starts to tilt, but if I face it, it's straight up. Yeah, I mean, I know it's an alpha, but so I'm willing to forgive a lot of odd, peculiar things, because technically I shouldn't be playing this game. It's got a lot of problems. But since I have time to talk, there's no houses. We have time to talk. I wanted to give this a try because the core concepts intrigued me a lot. Kind of their vision and their plan, and some of the things they have implemented. Yeah, their trees are kind of screwed up here. There's a town. So what I like is the fact that the focus does seem to be a little bit more on survival. You know, if I want PvP and things like that, man, I've got Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3, I've got a Call of Duty. I mean, I have lots of games that will let me focus on running around and shooting stuff. Yeah, look at how them trees are all goofy. Now, I know they know that their stuff is jacked up, so I'm not going to criticize that too much, but it is interesting to see. But what I like is the fact that, you know, they're putting more things in, like this is build 12 that I'm on, and so there was hunting that brought in the last one, build 11, so you can actually go shoot a deer, take your skinning knife, get the meat from it, build a fire, and cook it. Like, that's the kind of detail I want in a game. So when you look at like DayZ has much better graphics, has a lot of elements that are probably a lot more polished than this, but they don't have some cool aspects like this here. All these houses and things that you see, even though it's all laid out randomly here, you can go inside every building, you can examine all the rooms, and look, there's one of the deer off in the distance that you could shoot and skin for meat. But you can go here in all these houses, and then later, if you do find 2x4s, oh look, there's the top of a prison over there. But if you do find a hammer and then get yourself some nails and things like that, you can actually start to fortify these houses. Okay, so I had to practice this. I didn't see anything that told me how to use doors and stuff, but you middle click, open the door. Now I have no weapon. Alright, and I'm gonna shut this door, because the zombie, so far these are the dumb zombies that I like, where they don't open doors and chase you through things. I think the more intelligent zombies come later. Right, now there's a cleaver and some food, but the table's on it. See, I like that. You don't have to middle click everything. Middle click is kind of your interact with the world, so I can pick up the cabbage. You can knock stuff around. The idea was that you could put like a table in front of a door. You could knock this, you could push that fridge, and there you go, you got yourself a little barricade. So that's kind of cool, and this has all been randomly generated, and I'm sure some of this is predetermined where it's placed. I could just randomly I think they have like a house design with some furniture layouts, and then the houses are just randomly placed, but the interiors are pretty normal. Okay, so in case there's a zombie, oh, those doors are creepy sounding. Combat knife. Looking for a backpack. Oh yeah, so the door, just in case I didn't explain it well. So you click on the door with the middle mouse button, and then you either pull it towards you or away from you to actually open the door. It's like you're pushing the door open. I really don't want a fencer helmet. 9mm ammo in case I find a gun. Now the problem is, hit I for inventory. This is basically what you have on you as a person, so I don't have much starting out. Since I picked up a weapon that automatically came to me, I could do a switch weapon set. So this is good. This allows you to quickly swap between weapons, your number 1 and number 2 key. My food meter, I think this is the battery for your flashlight. You do have a flashlight. I don't use it too often. The batteries will run down, but I don't know if that recharges back over time, just in case you did use it up. I guess that's your endurance. I guess that's your lungs from sprinting. I don't know if that's endurance, how much you carry. Infection, I'm sure. Not quite sure what that one is. Yeah, some of this I haven't quite figured out. It's early. Documentation's not the best. Oh. But yeah, if press the V, you get a flashlight. So I don't want to use it up too much if I don't have to. This is a pretty big home. Alright, now I thought I saw stairs somewhere around here to go upstairs. Now, I didn't see too many zombies coming in here, so that was actually really lucky. In the town in general. But as time goes by, they're gonna have like zombie hordes and stuff like that. Where are the stairs? Most of these places have stairs going up. And the only reason I really want to go up, I go outside, yeah. Oops. I really want to go upstairs because in a lot of these other houses, all the good stuff is upstairs. I might have to turn the music down. I mean, the music's nice, but it's loud. Alright, I'm assuming no upstairs. Dang, that sucks. If there's upstairs, I couldn't find the stairs. Yeah, see, I did not see a whole lot of zombies here, which is crazy. So the last world I had, oh, he's that one. Let's see if I can kill it in the head area. Ouch. If I look at my status, a little bit of infection. I don't know about like a health. But the last world I generated, wow, that had zombies for days. It was not lacking in the zombie department. This one, not so much. Okay, good. There's a rifle. But my bag is full. So I'm going to eat this cabbage. I might have to drop those. So if you just right click, you get a little contextual menu. I'm going to middle click. Rifle's too big. I might have to drop the ammo. Oops. And then I might have to pick up the rifle. Now I'll have to put the knife back. Put the rifle there. And then pick up ammo. Yeah, it's tough when you don't have a bag. Hammer! I didn't find a hammer in my last game. Hammer is essential. Okay, oh look, and matches. Okay, I need to find a backpack. Look, I got some canned food. Oh, good, 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 good. Please have an upstairs where I can go. Backpack. Backpack. What is this? Some clothes. Okay, let's look. That's a small backpack. So it gave us a little bit of space. Oh, I got a cool jacket. I'll put it on, baby. Where does it go? Equip? Huh. Alright. I guess it goes on the hand. Let's hit the character. F5 gives you an outside view. I can't really tell if I'm wearing a jacket. Alright. You know, I bet that other place had a stairs. I just wasn't patient enough in finding it. If there's a zombie, I shoot it. Now I have learned that little white dot in the center of my screen, That's where the bullets are going to land. But you are so much more accurate if you use the if you have a scope or iron sight. It just seems that whenever I just use the white dot, like, I eventually can hit and kill something. But it definitely does work better if you actually take the time to aim in. Okay, now what is that? I see those all the time. It's like I pick it up, it's like something I pick up, but it never actually goes anywhere. Oh, hold on. Gosh, how dumb. I picked the rifle up, but I don't think I took the time to actually load it. Okay, it's loaded now. Alright. That's everything here. Now, if this is dark on your screen, I did not turn the flashlight on purpose. Mostly it's to conserve battery, because I really don't know hammer, how much battery life that I have. I don't want to waste it. I'm not complaining that there are no zombies. Oh, good. Oh, I should have went back and got the food. I'll see if there's food here. Okay, there's another knife. Big ol' plumber's wrench. Hi. TV. Skinning knife. No idea what that was. Oh. Melted candemonium candy bar. Good. Couple bullets. Got some bullets in the gun. Got the hammer. Knife. Oh, and a jacket. Can I equip it? I don't know. It's weird. I mean, honestly, I don't know. Okay, now I'm just nothing. Well, that's the crafting. Crafting was recently introduced. I really don't know anything about it. I was just maybe messing around, combine them somehow, but for some reason, who says? I don't know. Yeah, see, I equip it and it puts it right into the crafting panel. But that one I can equip, but it sticks it on my hand. Okay. I'm okay with that. That's what they call alpha. Oh, good, another hammer. Oh. Yeah, furniture. Shoes. You know, it never hurts to have sensible running shoes either. +1 movement speed. Weird. Here we go. Okay. I guess instead of right click equip, I'll just drag it over to the appropriate slot. That seems to work. And then if I F5, still doesn't show it. I'm not mad. I know a lot of people would look at that and, oh, this game's broke. Well, you know, you can justify alpha game so much. You know, that kind of the very nature of what alpha is. It's supposed to be broken. It's meant for testing. So this is a good way to, you know, kind of get in here, notice things, but then you have to just kind of accept the fact that, yeah, it's broke. What's in here? Alright, watch. See, if I had not aimed in, I probably could have eventually shot it to death, but it definitely goes quicker if you just aim. Now, I probably should not have done that because sound travels, and it travels pretty good. And I can hear him now. Alright, ooh. Me likey that. I'm gonna drop that thing. I'm going to pick up that. See, I heard something growl. What is this? Oh, pet rock. Alright, I'm going to switch weapons. Put the meat cleaver there. And now when reloading this M16, AR-15, I guess I can look and see what it is. It's a sandstone rifle. It takes forever to reload. It's almost like the guy is loading the magazine one bullet at a time. So just keep that in mind. It's not like these magazines that are all preloaded. He actually takes the time to load the magazine one bullet at a time. So you have to kind of think about that when you want to reload. I haven't found any food. Now, where was the prison? I think the prison was back. Hope that already got lost. See, I thought I heard growling. I thought I heard zombie growling after I shot that one. Oh, I'm going to make my way towards that market. I'm still hoping to find a nice, really big backpack. Now what I try and do is, for these houses that I come upon, I try and leave the doors open. I mean, it's just me. You know, so me, the Omega Man. So a lot of times if I leave it, I try to leave at least one door open to kind of give me a clue like I've already been there. 44 Magnum ammo. Alpha. Alright, banana. That's probably another cleaver of some kind. The only thing that worries me about him is because he is glitched. If I walk upstairs, he'll probably be partway in, and he could actually probably attack me. Yeah, there he is. Dang, I hate to waste a bullet on a glitched. Combat knife. Baseball bats are good. I mean, I gotta leave a lot of stuff until I can find a much bigger backpack. Uh-oh. 9mm. What's the backpack look like? And I got a banana. Food's a little low. I might as well just eat that right now. Oh, I gotta be careful where I click that eat or equip. That's probably what was happening when I was hit that equip button. It was hovering right over the open crafting. That's what kept bringing up the craft table. See, I thought maybe I was finding something hidden. Nope, I was just clicking through to that right below. Alright, I think I'm done there. So we'll go ahead and open that. Alright, so there's the prison. And there's the mart. So what's interesting, so I've got this weapon here, looks like an AR-15 M16. What I heard on another YouTuber was that, oh, you know what, can I swap out, I want the cleaver. Did I leave the cleaver? I want this axe. What they said was that some of the items in the game were named after Kickstart contributors. I only want to do that because, see, now we're getting zombies, and I think it's because I was shooting. So I want to be a little more stealthy. Hopefully I start finding like a crossbow and a bow. Ah! Wow. I might not want to use the axe. But see, as these zombies start to come from miles around, I have actually, in a previous run through, I had opened a door and then there were a lot of zombies that just piled in through the door. So yeah, they might not be much of a threat, just kind of like, you know, one zombie. Oh, looks like a can of food. I gotta move that table. You know, one zombie just walked by. That's fine. They're not, they really aren't, you know, anything to really worry about. But man, you put a bunch together. What is that? That's a big old paddle. Nice. But get a bunch of them together. Yeah, then it's kind of scary. Flashlight. That way you guys can see what's going on here. It's starting to get a little bit dark. The flashlight helps to add to the creep factor. Oh, I don't know if you can hear, but I heard what sounded like a window broke. Yep, I think they're trying to get in. I'm not sure where they are. I hate walking around people's homes because I can never find like the stairs. Yeah, this is another one of them homes where I can't find the stairs. Oh look, that was him. He broke the window. Okay, that's the prison. There's the market. So that fence does a good job of stopping them. Come on. Okay. Now I don't know if they can climb through the windows, but we know they can break the glass on the windows. Now what's cool is now that I got my hammer though, like if I did find plywood, I could actually take that plywood and then nail it to a window. Like I could reinforce this house. That's one reason why I like the idea of this game a little bit better than like DayZ. DayZ currently, you know, doesn't have that feature. I'm sure once, you know, they kind of get going in the game, they will have something like that. But that's why I thought this is kind of cool because, you know, you don't. I've seen so many of those mods where they say, "Oh, we have base building," and you know, and that's cool. But you have all these houses just laying around. What is that? How come we can't just board those up for security? I guess that was a canopy. So that's why I'm keeping the hammer. Currently, you do not need nails. However, I do not know if that will change in the future. So I've actually seen a video where a gentleman was taking a bunch of 2x4s and he was putting together his own little shelter, and he didn't need nails. But if I had the wood, like I could just put it over those windows that the zombies are busy trying to bust down and then reinforce the home. Now I haven't seen a need for water, strictly just food at this point, so I'm not sure if that will come in the future. I can only assume it would, but I mean that's just an assumption. What do we got here? That's like more like the infield ammo. Oh, let me check my battery. Yeah, the batteries are still pretty good. Okay. That goes to the garage. I don't see any food. Now, I heard that you could open the refrigerator. I just haven't figured out how. So there's a lot of things that you can do. I just have not learned how yet. There's somebody. See, I wouldn't be surprised if he broke the window there. Is this another one of those multi-story homes without stairs going up? Yeah, see, I think he broke the window finally. Let's see if he came in. I just heard a door creak. Oh, I hope that wasn't somebody coming in. Oh, hello. Oh, hello, they're coming. Somebody must have told. Oh, okay. See, we just run past real quick. Oh, boy. And they're starting to congregate. Oh, jeez. Refreshing world. I get this sometimes. So far, I haven't heard of anybody dying because the world was refreshing. I hope the zombies pause, too. I don't want to come out of the refresh and then all of a sudden be surrounded by a bunch of zombies. And continue running forward, please. Come on. Oh. Wait a minute. Hey. Oh. Shoot. Did that refresh of the world get rid of a... Oh, there's one. I was going to say, wow, they got rid of the zombies. Let me sprint past him real fast. Jump up. Oh, boy, there's a bunch. There. Maybe I don't want to go there. Nope, I don't need to. Yet. Since we're just kind of getting a lay of the land here and feel for the game, I don't need to worry about it right now. What I could do... Oh, look, there's another... I see a sign. I thought the prison was this way. Ah, prison's that way. Oh, and a farmhouse. See, I could actually just kind of bypass that and look for a place that's less infested. Oh my gosh. Look at the zombies. See, in the TV show Walking Dead, they went to a prison, and that did them well for a very long time. Oh, look, there's a Santa. And he's getting hungry. Let's just go. So what's cool about this? So now this is another thing that I thought was cool about the game. So, okay, let's say we haven't yet. These graphics aren't the best. They're pretty poor. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, what's cool? Look how many zombies there can be. See, right now they're all kind of slow, but they are supposed to be getting in some new breeds of zombies, different speeds. These are like the slow, shambling types that, you know, are classic. But there's a bunch. Now, I do know they said there's some performance hit issues with like frames per second and things like that when they get a whole bunch of zombies that they've been working on. But, I mean, oh my gosh, look, there's so many. When I came out here earlier, there was like none. And now, I don't know why. Maybe because they're drawing them in finally. But, oh my gosh. I mean, it's pretty clear this way. So if I look this way, it's kind of clean. But when I look that way, whoa, they're everywhere. So that's cool. See, I know some folks, when they play like DayZ, they say they can go like a super long time and not find zombies. So their biggest concern is dealing with like player killers and stuff like that. And so some people said, well, you know, if you put more zombies in the game, then eventually people are going to be more worried about the zombies than they will be worried about, you know, player killers. Well, check that out. If you can put lots and lots of zombies, yeah, that makes you think. Because as you saw when I came out of that one house, it wasn't like it was totally surrounded, but they had started to gather around the house that I was in. Wow. So that does give you some, you know, pause for concern. Do I just continue to run by the slow zombies? You can, and in the current state, just run past them. You know, you can go up and whack them with your axe, but you know, at some point, you might want to create a base where you can start storing food, run out on supply runs, come back, drop your food off. So that means you want to barricade, because we already see that or hear that they're breaking glass. So in its current state, the zombies are kind of cool, other than the fact that they only have one skin. So I do know because I have read that they're going to implement a lot more zombie skins. Can I close this? Now see, if I had my hammer, well, I do have a hammer. If I had planks, can you imagine starting to seal some of that off? And then come in here and clear out zombies just to see what you could find. Oh, like there's a bunch. But I wonder what you could find in a prison. I might get ganked by playing in a prison. Oh, world refresh makes me nervous. Come on, world refresh. Ooh, and that kills the frame rate after a world refresh. That's horrible. Then it comes back after a second. That could be it purging memory and different things. The frame rate picks back up after the purge, but there is an initial, you know, like, crap, that sucks. Well, I did not see an immediate way into that prison facility, so I'm going to check this door here real fast. I can. Oh. Don't slam the door. Let's go up here. So this is another thing, oops, that I kind of like it better than like DayZ, is I know they're going to add more buildings you can go into in DayZ, but like if you play that or one of the DayZ mods, either standalone, you see there's a lot of buildings you can't go into, and that's something a lot of people say is like, well, look at all these buildings. It has a lot of buildings that you can't go into, but so far in here I have not had, oops, I can't back up. Let me kill him real fast. Maybe. Or not real fast, but like almost all of those buildings you can get into. Oh yeah, it's like going to a military barracks. Look at that. Oh, we want that. That's a 308. Oh, 22. So right now the weapons are kind of generic, because I was reading somewhere they said that all the bullets do like the same kind of damage. But I'm going to take the one that looks the coolest. And I still have a small backpack. Oh, I'm going to drop that. And the ammo for it. Because I'm going to pick up that one and that one. Maybe. I guess not. Let me auto-organize, and maybe I can pick up the ammo. There we go. Okay, got it. So if I wanted, I could learn how to zoom and shoot. See, right now I think the zombie intelligence pretty much is just set to drift towards you. So it's a good thing they made them slow. And I want to get out of this tower before some of them do start to find a way in. So that kind of sucks. You know, not much in zombie intelligence yet, as you can see. Alright, so all clear. I don't see anything out there. So what we'll do is we'll stop right here, and then we'll come back and pick up leaving the prison and moving on to safer ground. Alright, so thanks for watching. We'll be back momentarily.